What's going on, everybody? It's Matthew here, and today I got a little bit of a guide for you guys. I'm going to be explaining the armament system and formations in Rise of Kingdoms. Now, this is going to be a very basic beginner level video. So if you want more in-depth content on this, let me know in the comments. But basically, once you hit KVK 2, you unlock the armament system, which comes with a couple upgrades to your base. First and foremost, you get the State Forum, which allows you to search for armaments per day in this dispatch queue, and this dispatch chances go up as the level of the building goes up. Not only that, you can travel, which is where you select a commander, and just for the sake of the video I'll spend 100 gems, but you can select a commander, and some commanders will have higher chances than others, and this changes per day. So right now we got Bjorn and Ragnar Lodbrok, and then you select the formations you want. Now I'll be going over the formations very soon, but let me just show you this for the sake of the video. I got Pincer, I got Wedge, and I got Arch. And then you would spend AP. It wouldn't be gems, it would be AP, but for the sake of the video I'm gonna spend gems. And you travel and you get a reward like Sage Testimony, which is what you use to upgrade the State Forum, but for the sake of the video, oh my god, give me an armament please. Boom, you get an armament from it. Now you typically don't want to spend gems, and you probably shouldn't spend gems. Oh, it goes up too. I spent 3 travels for 30 gems and it went up to 150. I didn't know about that. But yeah, the more you travel, the higher your luck gets and the more lucky you get. But trust me, you only want to spend AP on this. And these are the stats for the State Forum. So at level 1, you get 5 daily travel chances, and you don't even unlock the dispatch until level 10. What I would recommend doing, if you have the gems for it, I would gem the State Forum up to level 16. And then level up naturally from there. You get a 5% chance for a major dispatch, 5 daily dispatch chances, and a total of 16 daily travels, which is a very solid starting point for the armaments. And then you just upgrade them naturally over time with these Sage Testimony, which you could buy for gems, which is what you do if you want to gem it to level 16. But you also get them very commonly from traveling, as I just showed. And you also get them from the Courier Station. The Courier Station is the second building that you get an upgrade for, and you get this little A icon, and boom, you can buy Sage Testimony here. Now the only 2 things you should buy from the shop are the Sage Testimony and the Transmutation Stones. I would say ignore these formation chests. They're not really worth the amount of coins it takes, and you'll need a boatload of these Transmutation Stones come the late game. So I'll keep buying these over and over again, even if you don't need them right now. So how do you get these tokens? You get these tokens by dismantling elite or epic armaments. And I'll do that for you guys right now. If you head to your armaments tab, as you can see, I have a lot of armaments locked and loaded, but some of them are not very good and you want to recycle them, you recycle them. I click select all and boom. I'll get 1 gold and 1 silver because I also have a gold armament here that I want to dismantle. And boom, you get these things. Then you go to the Courier Station, and this is what you use to buy stuff. I would only buy Sage Testimony and Transmutation Stones, but if you want, you could buy the purple formation chest. I would not touch the blue ones. It would be only purples if you would buy them. And then in the Superior Shop, you can buy an Inscription Shard chest, which gives you a chance to get any of these things. It's random. But you get guaranteed 1 of these Inscription Shards, and then once you build up 8 of them, you can pick an inscription from the shop. And some of them are really good. There's some legendaries in here, I think. Are these all legendaries? These might all be legendary inscriptions, so I'm pretty sure balanced is, and invincible. And enough said, these are the upgrades to the buildings in your city once you get the armaments. Now let's talk about formations and armaments themselves, and what formations are good on commanders. Now there's a lot of damage types in the game now. You got skill damage, you got combo damage, and you have smite damage. Now they are buffed by different things. So let's say you're running Joan of Arc, or let me go back in the early game even. Let's say you're running something like, I don't know, Minamoto. As you can see, Minamoto is a skill damage commander, which would mean, what formation would you want? You would want a formation that buffs skill damage. So that's Wedge. So if you were going for a Minamoto formation, you would pick Wedge. If you want to go for someone, let's say like Arthur, or let's say Bertrand, you would pick the Delta formation because they do combo attack, 10% more combo attack damage, and they do combo attack. Let's say you're going for something like BQ or CJ. Surprise to no one, you'd pick Pincer because you get more smite damage. That's the very basics to armaments. You want to pick the armament for the skill type for the thing. But it goes a little bit deeper like that. As you can see, there's a ton of formations in the game. And what do you use them for? There's just so many. So I'll quickly run through the armament formations and what you could use them for. Arch. You can use this for garrisons. You can use this for rallies. You can use this on Luce or any combo or smite damage. Because combo and smite get buffed by normal damage. But if you use Arch, the specific formation would do better. So if you have the combo formation, it would do better. If you have the pincer formation, it would do better. Wedge is used for skill damage, commanders, archers, some calves. Pretty common formation that people use, especially in KVK2, because there's a lot of skill damage commanders in KVK2. V formation. This is the formation if you want to run a siege march. Yes, siege march. There's little towers that pop up on the map. You probably see them by now. I have a full siege guide if you want to see that. But yeah, V formation is for siege. The echelon formation is for buffers. So let's say you're running, I don't know, KVK2, Joan of Arc, Mulan. You can use the echelon formation and they get a bonus to multiplied effects. Hollow square formation. This unit user takes 2% less damage. I use this for chaining. I have a chaining march. This is my bootleg armaments for chaining. But yeah, I would use this also in KVK2 with Alex Sun Tzu. Now Wedge would have been better, but this is just what I had for Alex Sun Tzu. So I used square. The line formation. This is for gathering. Increases food, wood, and stone and gold gathering speed by 10%. The triple line formation. This is for march speed. If you have a rune march, if you have a farm killing march, if you have, some people run this on their barb chaining marches, just to run around faster and kill more barbs. Triple line formation, movement speed. Testudo formation. This one's an interesting formation. I actually don't know what people would use this for. It's not really used in the meta that much, I don't think. But you take 5% less damage when you have a shield. All healing the troop gets is increased by 2.5%. I'm guessing this could be used for some sort of garrison. I probably wouldn't invest into this. Circle formation. All healing the user's troops receives is increased by 5%. I've actually seen this in a garrison once, and it looked kind of crazy, but I don't know if this one's good or not. Stagger formation. This is for your rally joiners. If you have a farm and you're farm filling, you want every march to have staggered formation. 15% march speed when joining a rallied army or garrison. So if you have preset rally joiners on the left like I do, let me just give you an example because I actually have one. If I go to march here, I have a preset Belisarius Dragonlancer. This is my cav rally joiner, and I have it preset to the staggered formation. Now I don't have any inscriptions, but the 15% march speed is still nice. And then if I was going to do a rune gathering, boom, this is my rune gathering march. And it's set to triple line. So I have rune gathering and rally joining set to 2 different presets. The delta formation is good for combo. The tercio formation. Now this one's actually the best city garrison formation. As you can see, when this is used as your garrison, all attribute bonuses, attack, defense, health from the user's armaments will apply to all unit types. So let's say you had a 3.5% siege health, it would apply to all your troops. So it's like the best mixed garrison for your city. Formation and pincer formation, which is used for smite damage. So that's the basics for formations. Let's look at the armaments and what you're be looking for. So when you have an armament, what you're looking for is basically you want a little inscription on them. So something like this would be good. And you want a triple stat. Now this is where your transmutation stones would come in handy, because if you have a legendary and it has an inscription on it, you can reroll the stats. But those are the only 2 conditions. It has to be legendary and it has to have an inscription on it. Now in the early game, I would not worry about the color of the armament, blue, purple, gold. I would just get something that's good. Like this would be a good early game armament because it's triple stat. Just don't only focus on gold. Some of the blues have really good triple stats. And there's different rarities to the armaments, and each armament has different effects on the inscriptions. So if you get a blue inscription, you want to save it no matter what. Do not dismantle blue inscriptions, because there is a way to convert the armament to something else. So let's say if I wanted to convert this formation to wedge, you can do it. If you want to convert it to V formation, you could do it. See, you could do anything, but this is what I would be doing eventually down the line. I'll be converting the thing to smite, and that uses conversion stones. Now you can buy conversion stones for 10,000 gems per, or you can wait for KVK2 and you get them in the KVK2 missions. I'll show you that real quick. Little tangent, but it'll be fast. Oh, I'm getting scouted while I'm recording. Lovely. Okay, so if you go to these missions, as you can see, kill or severely wound 15 million units, and you get 3 conversion stones. So that's a total of 5 per KVK, because I've already claimed 2. I've claimed the 5 million reward. But you want to be getting this, and if you can't get to 15 million kills, I would start trading tier 1 troops with someone in the opposite kingdom. And this has to be other kingdoms, it can't be your own kingdom. Anyways, back to the armaments. Now, not all inscriptions are made equally. Some have better stats, but some have better bonuses. And you can check every single one for the formation in this, and each one has different things, but I think they have the same effect, just different names, and that goes for every single armament. So there's a lot of armaments out there, and it's a lot up to luck. Oh my god, it's up to luck a lot of the time whether you get something good or bad. But let's say you get destruction or battle ready. This is a bad armament. You should not be going for this. And let's say you get it, do not dismantle it, just swap it to somewhere else. But the reason it's bad is because you spend rage to increase damage, but you don't want to spend rage because rage gives you more damage. Same with battle ready. I actually have battle ready and I don't use it. I have battle ready right here, but I use this war cry triple stat instead. The main thing you're going to be looking for are good stats, and then you're going to be looking for good inscriptions. But mainly look for good inscriptions first and then the stats second. But in the early game, I would take the stats over the inscriptions at the beginning. And then once you get good inscriptions, you can start re-rolling them. But that's not it. There's 2 more things I want to tell you about the basics of armaments. First and foremost, if you open the same armament over and over again, you get built up a pity. And what that means is, after so many legendary armaments you open of the same type, you're guaranteed a rare or special inscription. Now the rare inscriptions are the blue ones, and the special ones are the gold ones. I don't have any gold inscriptions. Actually, that's not true. I have 1 gold inscription, and it's on my Cav March. But yes, you're built up a rare or special inscription, and that's not all. There's a second pity. After you open 10 rare inscriptions, you're guaranteed a special inscription. What does that mean? At the bottom here, you can select which guaranteed inscription you want, and after 10 rare inscriptions, you're guaranteed a legendary on this piece of gear in your next armament pull. Guaranteed, which is huge. So you kind of want to be opening the same armaments over and over again just to get that. Now you can check your progress at the bottom. It says 2 out of 10, so I need to open 8 more rare inscriptions before the special inscription, which is a lot, but it's still guaranteed legendary. Anyways, that covers the basics of armaments. I didn't go too in depth on which armaments are good or bad, in my opinion. I hope this helped you guys a little bit. I'm actually still pretty new to this game, but this is what I've understand about armaments so far. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them down in the comments. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and peace.